Hello everyone, welcome to the Strategy Meeples YouTube channel. I'm Kapil and today we are going over a replay of this game of Castles of Burgundy. So this is a game I played recently against Indyk1. I've played a lot of games against them. Good player. I mean they're expert, but yeah, really good player. And yeah, it's board number 3, first edition. And let's get into it. So we both start on the same part of the board, which is this bottom right. I'm player 1, our opponent is player 2. And I think in this case, I probably just want to mine and water. So let's see. Opponent rolls a 3 and a 4. So they definitely want a water. I mean a ship. And with the 3... Yeah, I don't know what they want with the 3. Maybe they could just take the bank with the 3. Yep. The reason I said they should take a bank is because it's easy for them to get another water, whereas we would need to sell goods, take a water, and then sell another good to make sure that we have 2 silver into the new round. So we have 2 and a 3, they roll a 1 and a 4. Okay, so I decided to go for a boarding house. Again, I really like going for boarding houses early in the game. It's just raw workers that you can use for getting completion bonuses. And 1 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay, so they place a bank, take a bank, place the bank. Okay, so that's good. So they can still take more water from the board. We roll a 1 and a 6. In this case, there was an opportunity where our opponent could have placed the bank and taken yellow tile number 6, because that helps with these silver coins you can buy from anywhere on the board. So that would have also been a good move for them. Okay, we roll a 1 and a 6. So we place our boarding house. I think we take tile number 6 now, just because we want that connection to the middle, we want that connection to the water here, something like that. Okay, so 2 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay, so they just straight up go and place the water. They take goods. So they get like a double turn over us. And let's see what they decide to do. So they have a 6 and a 4. Okay, so they take the 6, they place it with the 4 and buy a water from the middle. So that's really good for them. That can make sure that they are player 1 going into the next round. And we have a 2 and a 2 on our hands. That probably wasn't a good move, placing that mine there. I'm just deciding. I think it's fine to place the tile number 6 here on the 3 and then take the castle. I think that would be a good move, because we can always take the castle into a new round. We don't need to rush to place it. That's also a move, but I still prefer picking up a castle. Okay, so 6 and a 5 for our opponent. That's actually really hard for them to place this water now, because that would mean that they cannot sell. I would still place the water though, because going first player into round 2 is really strong. And we can place our water for sure. I think they decided against it, but I think that's a mistake. So we have a 1 and a 4, so we can definitely place our water. So I don't even want to place my castle. I want to save that 1 worker because I can use it in the next round. Okay. So our opponent has 1 water, and if I take both the water, I think I should be in a really good spot here. I think that's what we end up doing. So, and since we have this tile number 6, we don't even need to spend workers to take that water. We can just buy it with the silver. And then what to do with the 3? Probably just take more workers. No, I guess sell goods. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good move. So you can already see, like, by letting me be player 1, our opponent kind of fell behind in the water lead. Even though it wasn't like that efficient placing that water for them, it would have secured their first position, but they gave that up. So that was a risk on their part that they took. So 2 and a 5 for them. They could take both the mines away from us. That is a move. Okay, and plus get a double turn on top of it. So yeah, that's really good. Okay. Now that I look at this board, there is a funny thing we could have done, and that would have been to block them on both the yellows, and that would have really slowed down their game, because even if they pick up the castle with their church, there's no way to make connection to the castle. Like, they don't even have a water to go here, so that would have really restricted them. Plus they have no water, so that would have just given them 3 buildings to work off of this round, and maybe this animals. But yeah, that's an interesting move that I don't think I did. Yeah, I decided to just get that tile and place it to get connection to this water. So that's really good for us. Okay, our opponent rolls a 2 and a 4. So that's great for them, because with the 2 they can pick up the castle, with the 4 they can place the church and pick up this other yellow tile. Okay, so 2 and a 3 for us. Again, the town halls can be really strong too, because it gives you like an extra action. You can place any other tile along with it. In this case, I think I was not sure what to buy. I was tempted to buy another boarding house too. So let's see what we end up doing. I think I was also considering getting the bank and placing the bank and buying the town hall or something. It's also a good move. So yeah, I think I do a few undos over here. Okay, so I do sell goods, buy the bank, place the bank, and then I have this 2 silver to spend, so I can buy any of these 3 tiles I want. So that's a good move for us. 3 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay. So I think, yeah, we do go for the town hall now. Place the town hall, place a water, and just take some goods, I think. Yep. And then we get to go again, so we roll a 1 and a 1. In this case, you might be tempted to place the water, but it's and then sell the 6. Excuse me. Yeah, you might be tempted to complete this region of water and sell goods with the 6, but I think a better move would be just to sell the goods and take workers. We don't need to place this water right away. Okay, our opponent with a 3 and a 4. That's good for them because... Actually, is it good for them? Maybe not. Okay, so phase C. So if we look at the board, if we look at the water, there's 2 water on the board, but I already have a water. So I just need to pick up one of these 2 waters. I need to pick up tile number 24. And what else? Maybe a mine or a castle would be good too. So yeah, let's see what happens. So we pick up that tile number 24. We place the water. Take that double stack of goods, and I think we just take another water. Yeah, it's a good move. Our opponent has a 6 and a 5. So let's see what they do. Our scores are almost even right now. Okay, so they place the castle, they take yellow tile number 21. I guess because it's giving us points, so they decide to take it. Plus it helps them build more yellows. Okay, so they roll a 2 and a 3, we roll a 1 and a 5. So that also means that they are giving up a mine, which I don't mind. Okay. So our opponent with a 2 and a 3. Okay, so they pick up both sets of pigs, which is great for completing this region down here. So we rolled a 6 and a 6. So we take a church from the board, okay? And I think we almost place the church and get tile number 11. Yeah, I'm debating doing this, but I think I go for the church here. And I do think that's a stronger move because we are taking away more yellows from our opponent. And the reason I say that is because there's 2 rounds left in the game, 2 phases, D and E. And in each phase, there's a guaranteed of only 2 yellows showing up. So in both those rounds, there'll be like 4 yellows guaranteed that are going to show up. Plus any in the black market. I'm not counting those. But out of those 4, we only need 2 now. Whereas our opponent needs like 4 yellows. So essentially, they are just blocked from finishing their yellows. So that's why I wanted to prioritize this. Plus, this will help us complete more yellows, mines, and castles easier. So it's something that we want to do anyways. So that's why this is such a good tile for us. Plus, that church is also kind of helping us getting closer to completing this region of 5 buildings. So yeah, that was a really good decision. 2 and a 3 for our opponent. So they have the bonus for the market, so they are going for more markets. That makes sense. 6 and a 4 for us. Okay. So I placed this tile number 11 before placing the mines because this gives us flexibility for placing the mines. So whenever we want to place a castle, mine, or yellow tile, we may change the die result by 1. So that's why I didn't place the mine before it, because I would rather complete this region of 2 mines before this one, just think it's better to get this region done earlier. 3 and a 4 for our opponent. Okay, so we roll a 3 and a 4. So see, that allows us to complete it. And with the 4, we can just take workers now. Yeah. Okay. 1 and a 3 for our opponent. And yeah, we go into a new round. So if we look at this, we are one step ahead of our opponent. So we want to ideally take like 2 water somehow. That would make sure that we can complete our water, plus our opponent isn't able to like leap over us in turn order. And then, yeah, maybe get a mine, get castle, something like that. Okay, so we decide to go for the mine, just get that done before them, I guess. Let's see what happens. Okay, so our opponent with a 4 and a 5. Okay, so they had a nice combo. They take a castle, they place the castle, place the town hall, place the other pigs, and take a town hall. That's really good. If you look at the score, it's no, not 100 point. What is it? Like a 60 point difference right now in the score that they have over us. So that can be intimidating in a lot of games when that happens. But you need to look at the big picture in castles. And in this game, the big picture is that we are completing our yellows. So that is 21 plus 2. So that is what? 23. And for the region, that's 5 bonus points. So we are getting 28 points from the yellows. We are getting bonuses for completing water. Plus we'll be completing this region of 5 buildings. So that's a lot of points that's not reflected in our score right now. So when you're playing from behind, just keep track of stuff like that so that you don't get intimidated and just try to make hasty decisions. Okay, so 2 and a 4 for us, 4 and a 6 for our opponent. In this case, I still went for a castle because we have this tile number 26. So I'll still get bonus for finishing my castle, even though my opponent has finished it first. Plus, actually I go for this tile. Okay, yeah, I remember now. We go for tile number 5 again to like make it harder or almost impossible for our opponent to finish their region. And since they already completed their castles, they are not going to go out of their way to block us. So we can still pick this tile up before the round ends. So that's why I picked up this yellow tile number 5. 4 and a 6 for our opponent. So they take workers and then they take a tile from the main board. Okay. Okay, yeah. So 1 and a 5 for us. So I definitely want to take this bank. I have my eyes on this bank because that's the only tile I can place. The other two are churches and I already have a church. And that will bring us one closer to completing this region. So we only need to pick up one building in the last round. If I don't take this bank, then I have 2 buildings I need to get in the last round. And that increases the chances of our opponent blocking us on that. So let's see how we can work with that. So I place that. And then I think I should take the bank. Yep. Plus the bank really combos with tile number 6 right here. So whenever I have 2 silver, I can buy any tile from anywhere on the board. Okay, 5 and a 6 for our opponent. Nice. Okay, 1 and a 6 for us. What do we do with that? So we take workers, and I think we just place the bank and buy the castle now. It's a good move. I debated doing that, but that would have not been a good move, because even though I'm saving, I'm being more efficient, it's not bringing me closer to finishing this region of 5. So I need to make that a priority right now. Because if you look at the point score, so it's still like a 50-point difference between our scores. So I need to make sure that I absolutely finish that region of 5. Okay, 4 and a 4 for our opponent. So they start working on their animals now. So that's even more points for them. 2 and a 4 for us. And okay, so you might be tempted to just put both the water and finish it. But in this case, I think since we have this yellow tile number 5, we want to use it like most efficiently. And the way we can do that is we only need to place one water and place a castle. We don't need to place both our water. So I think I did calculate that and played it accordingly. Yeah, I thought about doing this, but then if I did this, then I wouldn't be able to pick any goods from the board. So I don't want to waste that. Even though I have huge stacks, like that's still like wasted opportunity. Yeah, this is the best move, I think. Yeah, we want to go into the last round with a water in our storage. That is totally fine. Our opponent with a 3 and a 5. Okay, so if we look at the score, so it's phase E, the last round of the game. We are at 70 points. Our opponent is at 122. So that's a 52-point difference right now. It's a lot of points to cover, but we have some good bonuses coming. And we get lucky by getting tile number 15 in the black market. And our opponent actually gets really unlucky with their buildings because they already have a carpenter's workshop. They already have a church. And the only other type of building is a warehouse, both of them. So that means that they cannot complete their buildings. And we have already blocked them really hard, so they cannot complete their yellows. And if you look at the animals, they can complete their animals. But since we are player 1, I don't think I'm going to let them complete their animals either. So that's, yeah, they got like blocked really good. So let's see how we do it. Yeah, I think we should just take the pigs and then replace them with the chickens. Yep, I think that's the strongest move. So now my opponent is kind of blocked from going for pigs. They cannot complete their buildings. They cannot complete their yellows. So it's yeah, really limited options for them this last round. They have a huge point lead though, so that is an advantage. But so we are at 70 points right now. So let's see how many points we end the game with. Okay, so they have a 5 and a 6. And we have a 4 and a 6, okay. So we have the right type of buildings to complete our region of 5. So that's something important to note. Okay, so like, yeah, that's the perfect roll for us, 3 and a 3, because we have 2 buildings with region 3. So yeah, really lucky roll for us. We can place the carpenter's workshop, take the warehouse, place the warehouse, sell goods, buy the castle to place it here. Yeah, really strong. Okay, so the point difference is down to 30 points now. Almost 30 points. 3 and a 6 for them. Okay, 6 and a 3 for us. So that is again a really strong move, because that means I can place all these 3 tiles in this turn. So I place that with my die number 3, and then I can place the castle and place the water. So just by delaying placing that 1 water, I'm able to pick up 4 goods now. So you can see why that was like a really good decision to hold on to that water instead of wasting it. Our opponent with a 6 and a 5. So we roll a 4 and a 5. So I think, yeah, we just sell goods. I'm deciding what to do. I could sell the 1, take workers, or sell the 1, or just sell the 4 and take workers. I think it would have been the same points either way, because of I'm considering this tile number 15. So yeah. And I already had sold 1, but I hadn't sold 4. So that's why it would give me extra 3 points. I think it all adds up. But yeah, our opponent just places that. And that's the game. So we end the game at 191. Our opponent is at 162. So basically in phase D, we were at like 70 points. And we end the game in phase E with like 191 points. So that's like a 121 point last round for us. If we look at the yellow tiles, so we got like 27 yellow tiles. 27 points from yellow tiles. Okay. So what does that make it? Makes it like a 94 point, right? Yeah. So basically, yeah, I'm not counting the yellow points for the region, but basically it was a 94 point last round for us. Technically 121 points, but just raw completion region bonuses and stuff, 94 points. So again, this goes to show that even if you're like behind, if you stay committed to your game plan, your strategy, and are really good about blocking your opponents, like being vigilant about what they want to complete and blocking them on those actions, that you can make a huge comeback. We did have the water lead, so all of this was possible because we had that water lead. But yeah, that's the game. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.